We have our alert day that is in place for Friday, and here's how this one's going to break down for you. As far as timing, late morning is when that heavier rain works in, and for a few areas it could be a wintry mix of a little sleet and some snow as it initially arrives late morning through about noon. As we go into the afternoon, that rain-snow mix is going to have a battleground across much of northwest Ohio. I expect much of the snow is going to be occurring west of Toledo and up across southern Michigan, and then for most areas as we go near and after dark, quick burst of some snow as that storm comes to an end, could end things very slushy and slippery into our Friday evening. How much rain to expect? Of course, we've been soaked by multiple storm systems just in the past 10 to 12 days. We're looking at another 1 to 2 inches of total rainfall. Some of those heavier stripes of rain could be right along the central portion of our viewing area, anywhere from Ottawa to Bowling Green down toward Tiffin, and include Findlay in that, with over 1.5 inches of rainfall that will be likely. So let's talk tomorrow. That bus stop forecast. It is going to be dry for the kids headed to school. No issues getting out the door whatsoever. Cloudy skies. It's going to be mid to late morning that our storm system works in. And for most areas, it's going to be a really cold, bitter feeling day with rain. That's soaking rain and wind, but that mix, especially west and north of Toledo, may create some snow accumulations far to the west and up across southern Michigan. Storm system itself, a very dynamic storm system, is really just getting cranking across central and northern Texas. And look at the strong storms that are erupting along the leading edge of a powerful cold front. High risk of some storms across eastern Texas going to be taking place tonight, including the risk of some strong tornadoes. We're all quiet, though, for the next, let's say, 12 to 15 hours. It's going to be mid to late morning tomorrow that this system rolls into the area. So timing is going to be key. Let's put this in motion into tomorrow morning. Here's the clock, 8 a.m. We've got that stopped if that's about the time the kids go out the door to school. No issues. Dry weather expected through mid-morning. That heavy rain and that mix will be ahead, though, late morning through lunchtime. And what a difference it's going to be just by lunchtime. Look at this at noon. Steady soaking rain, and it's most of northwest Ohio, north of Route 24, north of the Maumee River. There's the line dividing that rain and snow. Heavier snow north of that up into Hillsdale, Lenawee, into Monroe County. Could include some heavier snow into northern parts of Williams and Fulton County. And that's going to be the battleground much of the day. Soaking, driving rain through Friday afternoon. Winds could gust 40 to 45 miles per hour, even up to 50 miles per hour along the lakeshore. Lakeshore flooding will be a possibility with that soaking rain that will continue. We get a little bit of snow then near or after dark as the tail end of the system works through. And it's all done before midnight strikes on Friday night. What to expect? Heaviest of that snow, we're talking 2, 3, 4 inches or more up across southern Michigan. Here's the questionable zone, parts of Williams and Fulton County into Lucas County. Up to 2 inches of an accumulation. Most areas in Ohio, it's a soaking cold rain, and the winds that will be gusting potentially up to 50 miles per hour near the lakeshore, with that lakeshore flooding risk, and winds for most of northwest Ohio may exceed 45 miles per hour. Heavy rain, that snow west and north of Toledo, 36 is what your high is for tomorrow. And beyond our alert day Friday, 42 expected Saturday. Some sun will peek through the clouds. Mid-40s Sunday. Beautiful end of the weekend. First weekend in March. Upper 50s Monday. We go surging close to 60. We'll get a few rain showers. We'll brush past the area with another cold front. That drops us back into the 40s Tuesday. Upper 30s Wednesday and Thursday. And by the time we get toward the middle of next week, those will be some cool feeling March days where our average highs are typically right around the mid-40s into next week.
Isn't there a saying in the weather circles, never trust an east wind?
Yes, and there's a lot of proof to that. And actually, as we get really into some of the technical sides of this storm system, a really strong east wind is the sign of a storm system that's ready to kind of really kick into high gear. And that's what we expect is going to happen tomorrow. A whole plethora of things that could unfold. Not only are we talking localized flooding, heavy rain, but if you're west and north of the Toledo metro, that's where you could need the snow shovels by tomorrow evening.
Yeah, the ground's still really wet from that rain the other day.
It is. Multiple rounds of rain. Some of our rivers still very high. Farm fields, of course, don't need any more of that rainfall. And we could throw another 1 to 2 inches on top of everything we've already seen.
All right, thanks, Chris.